Good morning, afternoon, evenings, the case may be in your part of the world. For those of you who don't know me, I'm an archer. I got up this morning, and, well, it's actually not morning, it's actually a little past noontime when I'm doing this, and got ready to have my morning breakfast, and that changes depending on the day. But in the process of doing it, I got to thinking to myself, I'm a simple guy. I don't mean I'm an idiot, but I'm simple. It doesn't take a lot to make me happy. This morning, instead of cooking a breakfast or something, I had been out to Taco Bell last night, so I still got a bean burrito, and that's what I'm working on this morning. That's my breakfast, is a bean burrito. Yeah, what a way to start your day, huh? But when I was out yesterday, one of the things that I noticed that got me thinking about this is that I went to Edgewater Park in Cleveland, and there were a lot of people walking around. They're walking their dogs on bicycles. There was a photographer out at the lake that was taking pictures of a young lady and a guy, a couple models. And I just kind of sat and relaxed and watched it all and took it all in. I put the kite in the air a little bit. I might put some video in of that, or if not now, there will be some later. But, it's good to not take more than you need. Not just because of the environment and all of that stuff, which is certainly important, but it just feels good. It feels good not to take too much. Well, that thinking led me to, and watching everybody else, led me to thinking about, it's summertime, it's starting to get nice and warm out, and I haven't been on the bicycle because of the weather mostly, and I thought, I need to get on the bicycle again. I need to get it out and clean it up and all that kind of thing. I've got a brand new Cat's Eye, Schwinn Cat's Eye speedometer for it. Tell me, not really how fast I'm going, because that doesn't matter to me, but it tells me how far I've gone, and I always find that interesting. And one of the reasons I find it interesting is because I figure for every mile that is on the speedometer, that's probably a half a mile's worth of gas that I didn't use. Now, I would say a mile's worth of gas, but with the bicycle, I go a lot of places that I normally wouldn't go with the car. So that wouldn't count. That wouldn't count against taking the fuel off, because I wouldn't normally go with the car. So I figure about a half a mile. And it may not be substantial, but it saves me, money out of my pocket. It does my own little part to help the environment. And it feels good. And I feel better doing it. When I was out yesterday, I picked up some flowers for Mom for Mother's Day, and Happy Mother's Day to those of you who are mothers, or attached to mothers, or know mothers or even know people who want to be mothers. Happy Mother's Day to you all. But when I was out at the store, I got some flowers, and while I was getting the flowers, they had some tomato plants, and I like growing my own tomatoes. I'm not really good at it, and I usually don't get many out of it, so I have to buy a whole bunch of plants in order to really get ahead. But they were like $1 a piece. So I bought 3 or 4 tomato plants, which I'm going to put in the ground and grow my own tomatoes. And I like that. I like going out and looking at it and watching it grow and seeing it start with this little flower, and suddenly it's this big thing that tastes so good that I can throw in my hamburger or make a sandwich out of, put in my pasta, make a salad. I like that. I like the simple things in life. Don't you? So I thought I'd do a vlog about this and and tell you about, there seems to be a change, not just in me, but just in general. People seem to be more environmentally conscious. They're not wanting to use so much gasoline. They're recycling a little bit more, even when they're not forced to do so. And some communities do force you to do so. And I got to thinking about that, and I thought, well, you know what? Why don't we start some videos up here, and why don't we do them about that? Not about being, let's save the planet, we've got to do more, but just about the enjoyment of being involved in that kind of thing. If you're into cycling, man, there is so much equipment and clothing and gloves and hats and protections, and it's a culture. It's not just getting on a bicycle and riding, although it can be. It's not just about that. There's a culture behind it. When you pass other people on bicycles on the street, there's a connection somehow that you don't get driving in the car. It's not like, hey, I like your car. Yeah, I like your car. But you kind of get that good to see you on a bike attitude when you pass somebody else on a bicycle, and a smile. So there's a culture to it, and there's, all those little gadgets and all those little things that can make it special for you. That's just bicycle riding. The same thing happens when you're jogging or you're walking, if you walk daily and stuff. And you feel better. You physically feel better. So I thought I'd start out with this video, and then do other videos after this about, getting my bicycle out and getting it ready, and some of the rides around my neighborhood. I take a lot of rides on my bike. It needs cleaned up because of the winter time, but I do. I go around the corner to pick up my smokes instead of getting in the car and going. And the funny thing is, I can actually get there, get my smokes, and get back faster on my bicycle than I can in the car. Got to get the keys, go out, get in the car, drive all the way over there, get the cigarettes, talk a couple minutes, get back in the car, drive all the way back. Or I can jump on my bicycle, hit a pedal, boom, I'm there. It's all downhill to the cigarette shop that I go to. And then if I come back the other way, it's a flat surface, very short distance, shorter than it is to get there, actually. So I thought I'd do a series of videos about that and encourage you to share yours with me. If you're going to go down to the corner to get a half-gallon milk, grab a backpack, jump on your bike, go get the milk, and come back with the milk in the backpack. Now, it'll be hard the first couple of times if it's not something that you do. You might wind you a little bit. But if you get used to doing that, you're going to feel better. And don't hurry about it. Don't make a rush out of it. Make it a treat. A chance to just kind of go out, relax, forget about the kids and the husband and the garbage of your day. Just get on the bike, take a nice little ride, get your half gallon of milk or your gallon of milk, and then come back home, and then get back with your day. I think it'll be a lot of fun. So if you'd like to try it, please send a video response to this video, or attach your video response to this video with the URL if you're at one of the other places other than YouTube or someplace that has video attachments. Attach it some way. Put a comment and say, hey, here's my video, whatever. And let's share in doing that. Let's start this summer out with a good first step. Until next time, as always, this is Zen Archer saying, Happy Mother's Day, and you be well.